I always thought the universe would give me a sign if my marriage was about to implode, but instead I got a punchline that burned. Last Thursday, I showed up at my husband's office, flowers in hand, heart pounding, ready to surprise him for our anniversary. The receptionist barely glanced at me before whispering, "She's in there with him, please wait." I knew about his work wife, the running joke among his colleagues, the woman who always popped up in stories about late-night deadlines. I never worried, until I saw the framed family photo on her desk. Her, 2 kids, and my husband, arm wrapped around her like he belonged there. My first instinct was denial. Maybe it was an old picture, maybe it was a joke, but then she came out, smoothing her skirt, eyes flickering over me with a mix of recognition and panic. I followed her out without a word, adrenaline flooding every vein. We ended up in the stairwell where she hissed, "You weren't supposed to find out." No pretense, no apology. I was the secret, the other woman. 3 years married, and I was the shadow life, not the main one. My husband found us there, white-faced and trembling, and things got loud fast. He begged, tried to explain, but every word just twisted the knife. The work wife was the real wife. The kids were his, and I was just the collateral damage from a double life he'd been perfecting for almost a decade. He'd built 2 entire realities, and I hadn't questioned a thing, too wrapped up in the fantasy he spun for me on weekends and weeknights when he worked late. The worst part was how easily I'd believed it, how desperately I'd wanted to trust. I walked out of that building with nothing but my keys and the flowers, petals dropping behind me like breadcrumbs. The truth sat heavy in my chest. I'd been living a lie, but so had he. The difference was, he chose it. I'd spent years fighting for a marriage that never existed, and now I'm left wondering if I even know what love looks like when it isn't just another well-told story.